Banks and Mooney to jump center. And Georgia Tech will control the tip. Alvarado kicks to the freshman, DeVoe. Now the fifth-year senior, Abdoulaye Gay.
And that's just a mismatch. And interesting talking to Mike Gray as you see the triple team coming in AD Gay when he gets it, but Michael DeVoe, the one player for Georgia Tech that actually has been shooting the ball well from three.
Now TJ Gibbs. Here's Hub. Mooney down low through the contact, and Notre Dame on the board. And his first start of the season last weekend, a career-high 21 against Boston College. Mooney down low, Banks got in the way. Defensively from Georgia Tech and what we will see.
Oh, you're asking a lot of me on that one. What you see from Georgia Tech is a defense that starts as a 1-1-3 zone.
DeVoe missing the basket, and Josh Pastner told us at shoot-around today that when Georgia Tech has those transition opportunities, they have to take advantage. Mooney, meanwhile, takes advantage on the interior of the basket +1.
With success, moving Banks out of his area and then able to finish an opportunity for the and one.
Finds a cutting Dane Goodwin, who does not get the bounce.
And great action by Notre Dame right there. You can't ask for a better look. When this young man, when he shoots the ball without hesitating.
Both teams struggling out of the gates here in South Bend. Khalid Moore takes it to the tin.
If you can get the ball in the hands of Gay, allow him to work against her and possibly get that third, that's a big member of the defense for Notre Dame.
Alvarado. Oh, he needed to see that go in.
Oftentimes his biggest weakness, the fact that he allows the emotions at times to take over in the game and gets his mind out of it. As a point guard, he has to stay poised.
I want you to answer your own question. If you're Mike Bray, what would you do?
You stick with what you do. I mean, Mike Bray has built a program based upon and recruited players based upon the way that he coaches. Normally it gets contagious.
Right, get him the ball.
Yeah, but not only get him the basketball, but you see once one guy makes one, you see someone else make a shot. With two on the floor. Alvarado you should be able to trust, but I'm not sure Banks is in that category quite yet.
All right, this Georgia Tech defense now that morphs as Leshewski finishes.
Then when you have someone who can guard so many positions like Gay, that gives it so much versatility.
TJ Gibbs gets that one to fall. He had been 0 for 5.
Each other struggles to shoot the basketball, so you're going to see a lot of zone in this one, which makes for longer possessions unless you have three-point shooters.
Likes what he can bring to the table as a shooter.
Well, and that's exactly why Sholin's on the floor, especially when you're struggling to shoot the basketball. And Prentice Hub, we documented his struggles earlier in the year.
10-3 run by Notre Dame to make this a 2-point game. DeVoe's got 9 to lead Georgia Tech, finding Sholand with 5 quick ones off the bench. It is on Sholand, his first. Harvey cans the 3. Part of the great DeMatha pipeline for Notre Dame. That's where Mike Bray went to school. Adrian Dantley, Jaron Grant went there as well. There is Gay down low.
Had a little bit of scoring breakout here.
I was going to say that this has been the most flow we've had offensively all game.
Good pass, Prentice.
I jinxed it, but Mooney there to clean it up.
What did you jinx? That's a pass.
Mooney was awfully surprised that was a pass.
Well, Mooney's a big-time offensive rebound.
Rebound to DeVoe. Final seconds of the opening half. DeVoe accelerates. DeVoe has it swatted into the seats by Leshewski.
9.7 a game, so when you look at that, they're kind of ahead of schedule, especially when they turn it over on the first possession of the second half.
Alvarado from the outside. Gibbs follows the shot. High off the window for 2.
TJ to concentrate more so on the offensive end of the floor. And right now, with all the leadership responsibilities being on Gibbs, a lot of it's been a bit on his shoulders.
Harvey for 3 and a timeout by Josh Pastner.
Of DJ Harvey, and speaking of blocking a jump shot, I think we're going to see one of those.
Well, how about this kid Sholand, the freshman from Norway?
Missed an opportunity for a wide open layup by mishandling the basketball in a game where points are so hard to come by. He makes up with
3 by Gibbs. Sholand has it taken away by Gibbs. Ahead to Prentice Hub. Notre Dame matches its largest lead of the game.
Foul trouble here in this second half.
DeVoe calling for it, hesitates, drives, and connects. He's got 11.
Freedom that he gives his players and why guys want to play for Mike Brey, because and not only that, he coaches confidence. He makes sure that his guys are confident about what they're doing.
DeVoe over to Alston, thought about it. DeVoe will fire. He's got 3 threes, make it 4.
And those 4 threes have been very good.
Mooney. Tipped by Harvey. Gets it back. And the third effort by Notre Dame is good. Alston kisses it off the window.
May have something to do with it as well, because he was having the ball in his hands the majority of the game.
Hub against DeVoe, freshman against freshman. And Hub, the rainbow, with a little pot of gold at the end.
Zion Williamson's block. The fact that, one, he felt like he actually could get to that basketball. As we have found T.J. Gibbs.
Harvey puts it on the floor. Over to Jogo, over Gay. The tap by Mooney isn't there. The second effort is. I think Banks tipped that in. Mooney's going to get credit, and John Mooney has his 15th double-double. Alston retrieves. Less than 10 to shoot. Yellow Jackets have been stagnant in the half court. Banks, the basket, +1. Minute 45 to go. They can sense it here at the Joyce Center. Gibbs with a big second half to the left hand, and 1. But he didn't let that define his season.
He did not. He actually broke out of that slump versus Boston College in their home win here. Knocked down the 3 on the first possession of the game, where Jaron Grant played, the Notre Dame great.
And there is 51 points for Georgia Tech on the hook by Gay.
We're going to have some really good games in the ACC tournament this year. And then, of course, when you think about trying to get that tournament seeding right now is big for everyone from top to bottom. Trying to get at least a single bye will be beneficial for every team in the league.
Gibbs with a season-high 20. Jogo ahead of the pack. Puts the exclamation point. Vo looking for a career high. He's matched his career high with 16. And the tip in there by Banks, who's padding the stats here in garbage time. Mooney has it stolen away by Alvarado. DeVoe, corner 3. Gay, the offensive rebound over Mooney, 65-57.
Fluger, Mike Brey has been looking for that leadership. And Jogo, of course, with a career-high 21.
That's Hub on the breakaway.
I wondered what Prentice was going to do with that. He actually dunked that with the right hand, a natural lefty.
DeVoe, he's got a career-high 18. Alvarado. Counts if it goes. It does not. Notre Dame pulls away with a 10-point home win.